Well, it looks like Beavis and Butthead are running the US. Tariffs are back, interest rate cuts are looming, and if you're a homeowner, buyer, or an investor, you need to know what this means for Calgary's real estate market. Now, I recently had lunch with the president of one of Calgary's largest home builders, someone with projects not just here, but also in Ontario and multiple US locations. So we had a pretty deep discussion about how these factors could affect home prices, inventory, and demand in the coming months. So today we're going to break it down, starting with the elephant in the room. Will home prices go up or down? Is it good news or is it bad news? If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, how will interest rates play into this? And what does this mean for you if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest? First off, it's become increasingly clear tariffs are not just a short-term issue. They're likely to stay. And while the political reasons behind them are a separate discussion, and honestly a sitcom at this point, today we're focusing on what really matters. How do they affect you in the Calgary housing market? So here's what we know. Calgary is uniquely positioned to weather the storm. Why? Because Alberta's oil industry plays a massive role in North American energy security. On one hand, U.S. leadership suggests reduced reliance on Alberta's oil, but on the other hand, they're practically whispering in their ear sweet nothings, to the pipeline industry, talking about revving projects like Keystone XL back up. They say they don't need us, but then they keep calling at 2 a.m. asking if we're still awake. Meanwhile, other provinces might not be as fortunate, and if you're wondering where does that leave Edmonton, Edmonton's likely to be the second best place to be in Canada to navigate this situation over the next couple of years, right behind Calgary. While Calgary is well positioned, Ontario and Quebec may face significant changes and challenges, and I take no pleasure in any pain to my countrymen, but if you aren't already watching the headlines, the layoffs are coming and they're gonna be swift. So these provinces could see job losses in the thousands, if not tens of thousands, and we can only hope that's not gonna happen because those industries are heavily dependent on US materials and they're gonna feel that export squeeze. Sectors like manufacturing, auto production, which are closely tied to the US trade, could experience substantial setbacks. In contrast, Alberta's economy may remain far more resilient. So the disparity could lead to a migration wave into Alberta. It might not be as large as, let's say, the COVID surge, but we can expect an above normal influx of people seeking jobs, affordability, and stability. More people moving in means increased demand for housing. This heightened demand can lead to rising rents, increased investor activity to meet the demand, and a tightening housing market. And that brings us up to another crucial factor, interest rates. So here's a development that could further impact the market. Currently, there's a 90% chance the Bank of Canada will cut rates on March 12th. If we look at prolonged recession, 100% they will continue to drop the rates in order to avoid stagflation and push the economy forward. So to state the blatantly obvious, lower interest rates mean reduced mortgage payments. Lower payments means more buyers entering the market. More buyers mean higher demand for homes. So we're looking at a scenario where tariffs may increase construction costs while lowering borrowing costs make purchasing more attractive. Now, this combination is basically a recipe for rising home prices, not declines. If you're waiting to buy because you anticipated prices will drop, you may want to reconsider that strategy. So when prices drop, it often triggers a surge of buyers who were previously on the sidelines as well. The pressing question: will home prices drop? Short answer, super unlikely. Here's why. And we're talking Calgary specific. So while Canada is a major producer of lumber, so we're not importing 2x4s from Texas, we do import other essential construction materials from the US, such as glass, appliances, hardware. So if a 25% tariff is applied to these imported materials, construction costs will rise. And we know that's gonna happen. So for instance, $600,000 home, this could translate to a price increase of roughly $45,000, resulting in a new price of about $645,000. $200,000. Consider supply and demand dynamics. If costs rise, builder may reduce construction unless profitability is maintained. This could lead to fewer homes on the market. So reduced supply means tighter inventory. Tighter inventory combined with lower interest rates puts upward pressure on home prices because there's more buyers in the market. So waiting for home prices to drop, this may not be a prudent strategy. Here's the part that's challenging the forecast. How will Canadian manufacturing respond to the growing movement to reduce reliance on American goods? So while Beavis and Butthead are putting tariffs on Canada, Canadian consumers are pushing away from US imports, Canadian industries will scramble to source or produce construction materials domestically, while importers are searching for materials made anywhere but the USA. How fast can we actually do it? That relief isn't going to be seen for a while, so the effectiveness of the Canadian manufacturing in filling that gap left by reduced US imports will significantly influence the housing market's future. Future being the imperative dominant word here. So what do? If you're a buyer, the strategic move is to act now before prices escalate. Waiting for a market drop that isn't coming is going to be a really costly mistake for you. If you're a homeowner considering an upgrade, rising prices and increased competition from buyers entering the market due to lower interest rates could shrink your window of opportunity. And if you're an investor, you already know that waiting too long could mean missing out on prime opportunities. Bottom line, the savvy buyers are already making their moves, and in a few months, everyone else will be playing catch up. So what's your take on this? Are you concerned about tariffs? Obviously, you probably are. Are you planning to buy soon, or are you waiting to see what happens? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're serious about buying or selling in Calgary and you want to make the smartest move in the market that we're in right now, let's chat. My team and I are here to help you navigate this bizarre situation and you know what's coming up. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video on Calgary real estate trends. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.